Good morning and welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Tuesday, July 18th.
Here I come.
You didn't sing it today.
Good morning. Good morning. Let's start by saying we had an incredible weekend. What? Patrick and I were in San Francisco this weekend. Did we work? We worked on Saturday and then we left?
Yep.
Saturday night.
Yep.
And then we got up yesterday and came back.
Yep.
And we had a wonderful time. And Patrick and I went and saw the last Grateful Dead show. It at Oracle. Is it Oracle Stadium or what do they call it?
Oracle Field.
And yeah, it was really, really wonderful.
That was like, it was the best show I've ever seen.
It was
ever.
the best show. Yeah.
They just rocked.
Yeah, at the end, Patrick and I looked at each other and we were like, I think that was the best show we've ever
Not
seen.
the best Dead show, the best show.
Ever.
Better than Taylor Swift?
Oh, yeah. Because it was like Taylor Swift show's great, but it's like produced and choreographed.
14-year-old girls singing along.
No, those girls have all gotten older. So now those girls that were like, 12 when I saw them are like, 19, 18, and 20. It was this emotional experience. I know that sounds really silly, but
For any of you who have any kind of relationship with the dead, you'd get it though.
yeah.
Like, they were saying goodbye.
They were saying goodbye, and it was just really, really sweet. And the whole stadium felt it. When you're part of a whole group and the whole group is going through the whole thing, it's just like it's a
And everybody's
powerful.
like, "Ah!"
It was a powerful experience, and it was like
It was great.
it was great, and it was an end of an era. Like they've been rocking for what, like 50 years. 50 years, and like there were lots of like generational families there. Like the woman who sat next to me was from Boston, and she was there with her daughter. She was there with her daughter, and she said her daughter had gotten in trouble, and she didn't take her to a show, and it was the last show that Jerry Garcia played before he passed away. And she's like, I hope this makes up for it. Like the woman that was sitting next to me, it was like a mother, I think.
Oh, the woman that was right next to you?
Yeah, she was from like Boston, and she was saying that her daughter was supposed to go with her to see Jerry, and she had gotten in trouble, so she didn't take her, and then Jerry died. So
Which is not funny.
This was
but
the makeup
yeah,
show.
That show made up for it. Because they sound so much better.
Did you
than
party
they
in
did.
San Francisco? We did do a little bit of partying in San Francisco. Yeah, it was hot. It was hot. It was beautiful there. It was like the perfect weather.
It was like 65 degrees. Like a very light drizzle on the way home.
Anything's better than Taylor. So, yeah, Gail, you're saying that because you haven't seen her. Taylor is like, she is a class act. And, yeah, always left everything.
Did we party like it was 1999? No, more like it was 1969.
Yeah. But it was an experience. And I just felt so bad that we didn't bring the kids, because Kai especially loved like the songs that were upbeat, and I think he would
They
have.
rocked out.
They sure did.
They rocked out.
So, update. So we haven't been. I normally come in on. If your package was, we have a whole bunch of packages up front that
Yeah, we weren't here on Monday.
We
we normally take stuff that's shipped on Saturday and deliver it on Monday, we take it to UPS so it can be delivered on Monday.
So if you didn't get it,
so if
it's
you didn't
because
get
we
it-
weren't here on Monday, and UPS will come and grab your package today. If you haven't gotten Falling into Autumn, all of the rest of that should be here today because
Oh my God, it
we're
never
waiting.
ends.
We were waiting for some more fabric kits that are supposed to be here today. So we're gonna get a lot of stuff out today. And there were a lot of orders over the weekend. We'll be working hard to get those out. Patrick and I have been the shipping department because Ryan was gone all last week too. But I think he's back. We have
The 19th.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I think he's here the 19th and the 20th.
So we're
and
the shipping
21st.
department. We'll be shipping today as well. I'm hot. I gotta turn on the AC.
So we are, I am here through Friday, and then I'm out on Saturday, dealing with some stuff for the kids in Utah. So if you need anything that involves me, let's try to do it during the week today. We do have a great staff. We are also we got a lot of the furniture that
Yes,
we were
Lynn.
expecting in mid-June arrived on Saturday. So so we're going to be doing some deliveries this week. We had some folks reach out regarding those 5x7 magnetic frames. Deanna, I owe you a call. Shelly, if you're watching, I owe you a call, and we'll be calling you today. It was just really busy, and we kind of had to get our stuff together and get out of here. So we were here late on Saturday, but I didn't get a chance to call either of you back. But for those of you that were interested in those 5x7 hoops, the clearance hoops were gone. They were gone before we were even off the live stream. But we did say we would do those 5x7 magnetic frames for $229, which is still $70 better.
Well, they're $513.99 is the retail.
Well, but yeah, there's a national deal right now for $299.
Oh, okay.
And so
the
we're still $70 better than the $299 national deal.
Doug, we were supposed to sit next to it, Doug. We waited for him all night. He never showed up.
Chef Kenny D.
Yes. Anyhow, I wanted to talk to you about this kit. So last night I got home. I had a little trouble motivating, and then I finally stitched out.
We were having a little trouble.
I was
doing
like laying
anything
on the
yesterday.
couch. I was like, I gotta get up, and so I stitched out the. This is the July project. I should show it to you, right? I should show.
I wanted to talk about this because I never talk about
Well, let me
this.
show them
But
this
I think
first,
it's
and then you
like the
can
most
talk about that.
amazing product.
Okay, so this is the July project, which is the reusable snack bag. So I stitched out a sample last night, and what I did was, instead of using the fabric that's in the kit, I used, if some of you did the snack bag project with me, I used the Pro Care and laminated cotton. So, because what I find with just regular cotton is it starts to smell if you're putting food in it. So, but we're laminating are we laminating all of it? The lining. The lining's getting laminated, so maybe that's going to help. So, I stitched up this whole sample last night, and what's the point of my story? Oh.
You didn't do it.
I didn't stitch out. I did. I stitched out a whole sample. I didn't stitch this one out because it got late, and I was like, let me just start it tomorrow. But we did ship out these kits. See this? This is, I use cam snaps in mine because God forbid I get out a needle and thread and actually hand sew. You're supposed to, I included the little sew on snaps as well as cam snaps. If you've never used cam snaps, you do need the cam snap pliers. So I mean, you just get them on Amazon. It's worth it to have cam snaps, I think, in your sewing room. But when Violet put this little bag of stuff together for me, and I was like, you need 4 of these and then 4 of the part that, there's an innie and an outie. I didn't tell her 2 innies, 2 outies. So she just grabbed them and threw them in the bag. So later when I was talking to her, she looked at me she got this look on her face and looked at me and she's like, you didn't tell me I needed to do 2 innies and 2 outies. So you might not have 2 innies and 2 outies. You might have 4 innies. You might have 4 outies. I think she emailed everyone that bought it. So let us know. What I want you to check are just the red ones. She did know. This is the thing. I told her with this, you need 2 innies and 2 outies. So with the red ones, I don't know. I just thought she'd know 2 innies, 2 outies with the red too. But she didn't. And I will send you, if you're missing innies or outies, let me know and I'll send you what you need. Yes, you can always just buy whatever design. You can buy them a la carte or you can buy for the year for Digital Dealer. And you can always buy Digital Dealer now and I'll backfill all of the other designs too. I think you save, is it 20%, something like that? Let's talk about the confetti kits. We have cut, I think we've cut 50 at this point. So, I got a note back from Danny because remember I was like, yeah, I think, you're on your own. And so we were going to do a challenge, which I think we should still do. And I really still want to do paper piecing. But she wrote me to say that the confetti table topper is made using a technique that Kim will be demonstrating on Kimberbell Day. The demonstration will be recorded so that customers and shops may use it for reference when making their own table topper. So there is going to be a recording. She is going to show you how she's making that table topper, and you're going to be able to reference it afterwards. So I guess that means don't even worry about having your table topper completed for Kimberbell Day, and they're going to record that demonstration and you'll get it later on.
So Patricia's asking, it is possible to just purchase the month, not the whole year, correct?
I answered that.
You did? And
Were you daydreaming?
How can she do it online?
It's on there. I think there's a drop down. Type in reusable sandwich. Type in reusable or snack bag, and there should be 2 listings, one for the design and one for the kit. And how can I do it online?
So essentially, if she's seeing the whole
Patricia,
year,
I'll
she
send it
may
to
be
you.
looking at, okay. Using line cotton, do you sell that fabric to make the snack bags? We do sell the lining for snack bags, correct?
Yeah, it's called Pro Care, and I think it's on the website. And I don't have a ton of it left, so get it now. Yes, Pro Care. Pro Care is the name of it. And it was a little different, like the one I did, because you're gonna see it has this has all the embroidery on it, where it has the little apple. Like this one has it says, "Why did the apple stop running?" And then the top says he ran out of juice. So there's embroidery here, and then there's the apple and all that stuff. And I'll bring in the sample tomorrow, and I'll as long as we get home at a reasonable hour, I'll get this done tomorrow too. I didn't put any of the embroidery on. I just did the front, the back, I don't want to say it's complicated, but you really have to read the instructions. So there'll be a video, and I'll send you the video, and then we'll also stitch it out in a Zoom class too. So if you want to just wait and do it all together. But I'm going to be sitting there reading the directions over again and over again, making sure I'm not leading you astray, because you're flipping in and out and folding back and folding forward and doing all sorts of stuff. I definitely ripped some stuff out. A1. Go ahead, Patrick. You want to talk about that?
So, Jeannie had this product, which is called Sibo Fresh, on the back table. And I don't think I've ever talked about this product. I need to look to see if it's even on our website. I'll put it on the site. But the beautiful thing about this particular product is Sibo has what I'll call a novel take on managing odors in vacuums. So the Sibo vacuums are S-class rated, which is a European standard for air purification. A lot of vacuum companies put something called granular charcoal in their filters, or put a small charcoal impregnated foam to manage odors. But what you'll find is, especially with dogs and cats, pet odors happen with bagged vacuums. And the reality is, you want a bagged vacuum. They're going to be the best vacuums, the cleanest vacuums. They don't redistribute any of the dirt, and the easiest vacuums to use. That said, Sibo believes in dealing with the problem at its source, which is the bacterial growth in the bag. Sibo Fresh is how they do that. So these little, I'll call them pucks, but they're kind of tubes. They are, their primary ingredient is citral. It's lime peel oil, which actually kills bacteria, kills fungus. And so Sibo basically says, listen, no matter what you do, at some point that granular charcoal stops working, especially if your bags are big. And so, you know, for anybody who's dealing with vacuum odors, rather than using a deodorizer, which is almost like an air freshener, what this does, and you will smell it, it has a very pleasant smell, but it uses antibacterial and antifungal essential oils to kill the bacteria in the bag that causes those odors. So when you first drop it in the bag, you can smell that citrus scent. It is not heavy. I'll put it on the site today. It is not a heavy odor, but the beautiful thing is, for, you know, around a month, it'll keep that bacteria from growing in the bag. It'll keep the bag from smelling. What I've learned in our usage, especially over the course of this spring, because the dogs have been wet all spring and into the summer so far, is the for the larger bags, like if anybody had an X7 or a D4, I actually don't use Sibo Fresh until I can start to smell the dogs. And then I drop the Sibo Fresh in there. It kills that bacteria and deals with that odor. And then it keeps the bag fresh until the bag is full. For my smaller bag vacuum, which for me would be the E3, but for like the Dart or the E3, and if you wanted to know, we could essentially look, because I think the bag is, for different vacuums or different size, but if you have a vacuum that has a smaller size bag, and by the way, it even works, we cut them, like when we're dealing with like a stinky bagless vacuum, we'll cut them into thirds and drop it in, because it'll kill the bacteria in the can. But it's just fantastic. So, and it's really the only product like it. There's a product called Featherlight that they were using back in our service department, which was kind of a deodorant, but it only worked while it was in the bag. This kind of sanitizes the vacuum. Yeah, it'll work in any bag. Like, we use a lot of them in our service department when we get a stinky vacuum to, you know, kind of bring the odors back to baseline. So yeah, if you've got a Bissell, it'll work in the Bissell. It just depends on how big the bag is, and I can, like, if you were to buy it in the store, Stephanie, I could show it to you. But like I said, it just essentially kills the bacteria in the bag, which is the source of the problem. Cat odors, dog odors, like I've put it in people's vacuums that have birds or even like caged animals where they're cleaning cages. It just that lime peel oil, the citral, kills the bacteria, and it's pretty amazing. It's kind of like that Duo product. It's like, I don't know exactly how it works. I just know it works. So so in any case, that is the product of the day for me that I'm talking about. It just
Do you
happened
have
to
it
be
on the
back.
website?
I'm putting it on the website this morning.
Okay. Tomorrow. I was like, am I going to do the Falling into Autumn tomorrow? I'm just going to go ahead and do it. But just know, I didn't finish my homework. And I was like, am I going to be able to get it done tonight? I looked at the cut list and I was like, I have to do 3. Those embroideries were long, though. I feel like the embroideries we did, they took me maybe like hour and a half each. So they were on the longer side. So I'm going to work to, because I imagine we're going to be here late. And I imagine I really want to get this done. I want to get this done tonight. So I just might not have my homework done. But let's go ahead and let's do the Falling into Autumn Sew Along tomorrow. And I think I have that scheduled for, let's do, did I schedule it for 11? 11. Let's do 11. And I think I'm going to do it from here. I think I'm going to do it you know what? I may be at home. Depends.
I think you should do it from home because I think it's less distractions.
If I do it from home, then I want to start earlier.
I think you should figure that out. Is that tomorrow? When is that? Because I don't see anything on your calendar.
Tomorrow, after the live feed. So you have until 10 o'clock.
So we could do the live feed with both of us and you at home still.
Okay, I'm going to create. So, and if you don't have your kits yet, don't worry. You can always catch up. You're going to have the videos. And Falling into Autumn Sew Along is going to be tomorrow, the 19th, 10:30. Let's just start 10:30. 10:30 until 1:30, and then I will come into the store. And this is just a live feed. So you just like you're finding us right now on YouTube, that is how you're going to be finding us. And we'll cut it and put a link into. I'll send a note out to my cuties to my Falling into Autumn group. That way I'm committed.
So So Anna, I'll call you today, by the way, regarding furniture. I think that's going to more likely be tomorrow, but I'll call you this morning. I got to get Dax to drive me over to pick up the truck. The truck is done. So that said,
19.
Shelly wanted to know if we could put the ProCare in her current box.
Yeah, because I think I got your payment, so we'll do the hoop and all of that stuff all together.
And then last but not least, because I kind of got to get on it, do you want to do the giveaway?
Let's do it.
So, so the giveaway, if anybody new is watching, we do a giveaway every Friday. We often ask a question, although I was here solo on Friday, and it was a relatively short live stream. And we did not have a question for Friday. It just was a comment. Comments happen down at the bottom of the live stream. Once the live stream is over, what you're seeing over on this side here is the chat. And so it's not a chat thing. It's a comment thing. There were a lot of comments, so it seems like folks were pretty excited about this thread set.
And feeling lucky.
That
thread set's like $115 or something. So
Yeah,
it's 20 colors.
It's a good giveaway.
You can use it for the new nativity pillow. And then it's also colors that coordinate for the nativity hoop ornaments, which are so cute. So cute. Margaret, I'm gonna send you a link.
So, all right. So we use a random comment picker on Tuesdays to choose that comment. Today's comment really could be anything. It could just be hello. So let's see who wins the thread set.
Margaret.
Andrea Butel.
Congratulations.
Really enjoy your videos. I love the nativity pillows, so the thread set is a very generous prize. Yay. Likely my next project once I finish. So happy. So congratulations, Andrea. You are the proud new owner of the thread set. And so if you're in town, Andrea's in town or out of town?
Out of town.
Out of town. If you're in town, you can come pick it up at no charge. If you're out of town, we charge you the shipping for the item, but we'll reach out to Andrea. Andrea, if you're watching, congratulations. If not, we'll be reaching out to you to let you know that you had won that thread set. Was there anything else we were talking about this week?
Oh, yeah. Michelle's going to talk about camp snaps. Margaret asked what size camp snaps to get, and I would do the size 20. I think that's like the most common size. Michelle's up. She's got something to talk to you about. Watch your step.
Hello, everyone. So we have another dime event coming up. This one is going to be equally as fabulous as the last one. So for the if you joined me last time for the last one, you know I got pretty excited about that the quilt embellisher. So I actually bought a copy of the software. But I also loved the presenter. Her name's Aine McCarthy, and she had a way of really presenting things that made them seem very doable for the rest of us that may not be as versed in different types of software. But anyway, there's a follow-up event that she's doing called Quilt As You Go. So one of the things I loved I got the media package and opened it up, and I loved the samples that they sent because they weren't all quilts, table toppers, or wall hangings. She has a combination, obviously, of a quilt, but she also has a beautiful jacket that she's done the Quilt As You Go technique on. She had what looks like to be like oven mitts kind of thing that you slip your hands into each, to use as an oven mitt, as well as, pot holders. I mean, essentially, she's showing you how you can use this on pretty much any project, not just a quilt. So that event's coming up August the 24th. If you're out here in the Pacific Standard Time with us, it's going to be from 1 to 2:30. And then just figure your time at that. Usually when you sign up, it sends you a link in your own time slot. So I'm going to share with you how to sign up, because last time there was, good morning, everyone. There was a little confusion. So Facebook people, go to A1's Facebook page. At the very top, there's a banner that says Quilt As You Go that has a picture of the jacket. And if you click on that banner, it takes you right to a clickable link to sign up. But those of you that do not do Facebook, do not be dismayed. You can still sign up on our website. But there's a couple of simple directions for that is do not put it in your cart. It's underlined to click here. So it says Quilt As You Go virtual event. If you click on that, you can actually put it in. There's a link that takes you where to sign up. You are actually, it says, okay, thank you very much, Secretary Monday. If you sign up, put it in your cart, it doesn't really work. So you want to click that link. It's going to take you directly to Dime to sign up and register for the event. There's no cost. It's a lot of fun. We had a great time last time. Even if you didn't join us last time, if you work, do not be dismayed. I oftentimes sign up for their events during the day and just watch them later. You have like up to 48 hours to rewatch the recording. And if the event's like on a Thursday, just a little hint, if the event's on a Thursday, they normally leave it up through the weekend. So you do have time to watch the event later. And I do that all the time. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's again going to be August the 24th. Here's some of the topics that Ane's going to be covering. How to piece and quilt at the same time. Several quick and easy ways to join finished blocks. Adding depth and dimension to your quilt blocks with Mylar designs. How to quilt around an embroidery design, how assembly methods can mimic a whole cloth quilt, and quilting techniques that conserve fabric, along with ideas that I love it when you think outside the box. So thinking outside the box is something that's one of my favorite topics to put in front of you. If you've ever taken classes with me, I want you to break that. I want you to break out of that box. And so she has certainly done it with some of the samples that are in this class. I think it's that. So yeah, there's a beautiful bag up there. Do you think those are hot mitts, right? Looks like it goes around and you can stick your hands in there. So
Lynn, I see that. I'm on there right now. So wait until tomorrow. Don't register. I'll send it to Christine right now and have her fix that.
Okay.
But right now, if you do click register through that link, it does add it to our cart.
Does it?
Which is what we don't want.
Yeah.
So
what if you go? What if you slide down? Slide down. Does it even though if you?
There's nothing to.
Oh, there. Even if you click the place,
it just adds
says
it to the cart. View cart.
Okay,
We'll get that fixed.
So is that from the calendar? Because from the calendar, I didn't get
that. But that's too complicated. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It has
all right.
You can do that. So let's look
at
the
calendar. So I went just
directly
from the calendar. So go to the calendar, and then click on August the 24th.
But that's like 20 steps. So I'll get that fixed.
Okay.
You can go through, like Michelle is mentioning right now, if you, let's see.
August.
Oops. Where am I?
July.
Thank you.
June.
August 25th.
See, it says click there. And that just takes us
same.
to our, okay.
No,
all
same
right.
thing.
Okay.
Okay, we
no
will
worries.
fix that.
We'll take care of it. But I think everybody would
Wait
enjoy
to register until tomorrow. We'll remind you.
So Heather's, so this link worked.
Okay.
So
we'll
if
fix
you're
it.
if you're on the live stream with us, Secretary Mundy put a direct link to Dime, so that one works. You can go straight through and register. There's no limit. You won't get bumped out of the class. We won't say, oh my gosh, so sorry, you're too late. There's no hurry. I mean, we want you to come, we want you to sign up, but we're not going to cap it. So there's no amount.
But Quilt As You Go is so fantastic, and I have a lot of people that ask, how do you do it?
Yeah, it's I always love to see different ways of doing things,
My first Quilt As You Go quilt was the Serger ruffle quilt, and I remember having to call I forget her name, but Pam with the blonde hair with Baby Lock. She's no longer with them. Yeah. And I remember I was in an airport, and it just said to use the Quilt As You Go method, and I called her and I was like, I've never done Quilt As You Go. Like, what does that even mean? Like, how do you do that? And that was the first time I did it. It was so great because you can use smaller pieces and attach them. You don't have to have just one whole cloth king size quilt.
Mm-hmm.
You just add each section as you go.
Yeah.
And so it's great, especially if you have a smaller machine or it's something that you've never done before. This will be a great technique for you.
I think it's going to be
fun. And it's just fun. And that way you can quilt smaller sections and then put them together. So it's really, really nice.
All right, so mark it on your calendar now. August 24th from 1 to 2:30 if you are in the Pacific Standard Time Zone. But if you aren't, register anyway. They'll send you a link in your time zone. And if you can't watch the class live, no worries. They record it and you will have access to the recording, but only for a limited time. So put it on your calendar, register, and then they'll send you an email that says, hey, you missed it, but here's your link to watch it for the next 48 hours or however long they assign the time for. I think it's worth it. I enjoyed the one I watched this last weekend. So.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome. Well, we're going to get to work. We're going to answer all your emails. I did not check my emails this weekend, so I'll be checking those today and getting back to you, and we're going to get to work. We'll see you later.
Thanks, everyone.
Congratulations, Andrea. I think I just sent you an email.